And good afternoon. Welcome to Life Unrehearsed. Matt Delvecchio here, specializing in home care to age in place, downsizing in the senior living industry. Thank you for tuning in on what was a sunny afternoon and quickly fading out here. Coming up in the first half of our show, we'll explore the wonderful world of laughter yoga. We're going to discuss its benefits from reducing stress to boosting mood and share tips on cultivating joy and gratitude in your daily life. And then, since we've officially begun the month of November, we're going to turn our attention to the Movember movement and its focus on raising awareness around men's mental and physical well-being. And on the second half of the show, getting your legal papers in order as you age. Well, I'm going to be chatting with a prominent notary that will be providing us with some invaluable insights about wills, powers of attorney, protection mandates, and advanced medical directives. Some of the difficult conversations that we need to be having with our family members as we age. That's going to be coming up after the 4:30 news. All right. Now, have you ever heard of laughter yoga? Here to tell us more about it is Aileen Borruel, founder of Joyful Connections, an organization dedicated to promoting positivity, active aging, and the power of human connection through wellness workshops and programs. Eileen's programs offered across Quebec and Canada are crafted to spread joy, laughter, and positive energy, inspiring participants from various organizations. Laughter yoga is actually a new addition to the activities offered online every Monday morning by the Alzheimer Society of Montreal. Aileen, thank you for joining me here in studio, and welcome to Life Unrehearsed.
Thank you so much, Matt. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, thank you. You know what? As the sun goes down a little earlier now, we need a little lifting of the spirits. So no coincidence that you're here as the first guest on today's show. Now, Aileen, why are social connections for the older population in particular important?
Well, first of all, even before, we speak about older adults, human connection. We all need human connection. And I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but the World Health Organization has declared that we are in an epidemic of loneliness. And, we've all experienced during COVID how important human connection, social connection is. And as we know, as we age, there are so many different life transitions that seniors have to go through, whether it's losing loved ones, a spouse, relocating, retirement, going through health issues. So there's a lot. And, I really started Joyful Connections 7 years ago. The main mission was to combat loneliness and isolation. I saw this a lot in my years as working as a social worker with seniors who had loss of autonomy. And I really wanted to provide, more opportunities for social connections. So
yeah, well, good on you. I certainly see that in my world, working with the seniors and their families, and we certainly saw that in the pandemic, as you saw. So really making some great strides, and congratulations with Joyful Connections. You are one of the few unique people that actually specialize in something called laughter yoga. Tell me about that.
Yes. So not a lot of people have heard about laughter yoga, even though it's been around since 1995. It was actually a physician from India, Dr. Madan Kataria, and he started this. And so laughter yoga, it is this unique concept where it sounds funny, where we laugh for no reason. So I'm not, we're not telling any jokes or any comedy. It's really voluntary laughter. And I guide my participants through different laughter exercises, breathing exercises, and we're really choosing, to laugh on purpose. We're having that intention to feel good, to feel positive. It's basically a combination of breathing exercises and laughter exercises. No yoga poses involved, everyone. So as long as you can laugh and breathe and maybe dance for a minute or two, you can take my class.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because some people might be afraid of yoga, or they might not be physically, or think they're not physically fit, but you get around that. It really is about the laughter component. And so explain some of the benefits of your participants when they're in one of your laughter yoga classes.
Sure. So I have a whole list. There are many physiological, psychological benefits that laughter can offer from, it's great for blood circulation. It brings oxygen to our brain. It's good for our cardiovascular system. It increases our mood, energy. It's a great way, again, to socially connect with others. What else? Oh my gosh. It is great to de-stress. It has even helped, even personal experience, it has even helped through grief and loss.
Very interesting. My co-host on the show was Corey Sirota, a grief and loss specialist, and she is talking exactly what you're talking about as well, which will help with that. You're listening to Life Unrehearsed. Matt Del Vecchio here, and I'm talking to Aileen Borruel about laughter yoga and the many benefits of it. So, for example, we talked about the Alzheimer Society. So who is the program for? Who can participate?
Oh, well, first off, I just wanted to mention that laughter yoga is for anyone. They practice laughter yoga in schools, hospitals, day centers. But right now, I am with the Alzheimer Society of Montreal every Monday from 10:30 to 11:30. We do it online. It's really fun, and it's catered to caregivers and people who are suffering from neurocognitive disorder. And it's really a beautiful experience, to have either a couple or even just caregivers who join in every Monday to de-stress, to experience joy. And
it's just amazing. I've seen this in action, and I'm also very much involved with Nova West Island, and I've seen their adult day centers in person. And as you mentioned, it's good for the individual, great for caregivers as well, and good on you. This is a commitment every week you're doing this. But let's back up a little bit, because
Yes.
Joyful Connections. I just love the name, Aileen.
Thank you.
So. For everyone, what kind of daily practices can people do to cultivate more joy and gratitude?
Absolutely. So I'm sure many people have heard this before. With gratitude, waking up every morning, just three things that you're grateful for, either in the morning or end of the day. You can do while you're in the shower or going for a walk or stuck in traffic. Even more powerful if you write it down. Just get a notebook. There's so many gratitude journals out there. I would also say doing acts of kindness. If you can do one act of kindness a day, whether it's calling up a friend, checking in on how they're doing, or acts of kindness, sorry, and also opening the door for someone or offering a smile to a stranger.
Right. This just doesn't have to cost money. What you're talking about is
Exactly.
very simple gestures and deeds that can be done. And I think if we all think about it, you could do it every single day. And especially in this world of craziness, really,
Oh my
and
gosh, yes.
politics and so on. And I think you're really. It's a simple concept of gratitude. Think about those two or three things, and what can you do, even as simple as opening up the door for someone. Aileen, we're already out of time. How can our listeners find out a little bit more about Joyful Connections?
Sure, you can check out my new website, www.joyfulconnections.ca, or on Instagram, joyful_connections, or on Facebook, Joyful Connections. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, for listening. And thank you, Matt.
Oh, you're most welcome. You are a busy person. You have 4 children. They're under the age of what? Who's your oldest?
10.
10.
My Maddie, she's 10. Mason is 8. Roman is 7. And Reese is 5.
Wow. And all 4 of them are looking through the studio windows of their proud mom here as you came in the studio. So congratulations and Joyful Connections, and really doing a lot of good for people. And thank you for coming into studio today.
Thank you so much.
All right. That's Aileen Borruel. She is the founder of Joyful Connections.